We're setting ourselves up at the C&E Midway. Wanting to talk to you about something a lot more scary than these rides. Hey folks, ever had your car recalled? Step right up. You got a recall rant? I want to hear it. Have you had a recall? I can't recall. Many of you tell us you've been on an emotional roller coaster. Like Tony, he gets a recall notice for his Ford. But when he takes it in, the parts aren't available yet.
Well, I was pissed, right? Because I had to wait a week and a half, and I'm thinking, okay, is something going to go wrong with the car? Is there something wrong? Like, what do I have to do now?
So you didn't drive your car, you were too afraid to?
Yep.
Wilson drives a second-hand 2009 Subaru. We look up the recalls on that. 2009, we have a brakes issue, we have an accessories issue, seats and restraints issue, and even an engine issue.
Oh, okay.
Do you know anything about that?
I didn't know about the other three, no.
And we don't have good news for Dave either. Dave, you're the big winner. Five
recalls.
issues around your 2005 Malibu. We have electrical, powertrain, steering.
I didn't know there was 5, though.
A couple of hours north of Toronto,
Chick, 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 chick.
Cam Heward's been playing his own game of chicken with GM this year.
My girls.
He owns a small chicken farm not far from Peterborough, Ontario.
Chick, 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 chick.
Last winter, a letter arrives from GM. The ignition system in his wife Wendy's 2006 Chev is being recalled. The letter explains what could go wrong. Basically, the car is a potential death trap. But there's just one small problem. GM doesn't have the replacement parts. We'll get back to you, they say. When you're hearing that kind of thing from GM, what are you thinking?
How safe is the car? How safe is the car? You know, it's then when we looked it up and found that people have been killed because of this.
It's been a record year for recalls, and some of them are doozies. How about the SUV with door locks that can catch fire? Then there's the Chrysler Jeep with the brakes that could freeze. Or those Toyotas with the wobbly rear suspension, recalled twice for the same thing. Mark Winton is a mechanic and retired automotive instructor who blogs about the industry. Winton says car makers are legally required to tell you about a recall as soon as they know, and fix it for free. Beyond that, you're at their mercy.
It's a lot of money to fix these cars. You don't want to spend money on the car. Once you've sold it to the customer, you want it to stay sold. You don't ever want it coming back.
Come on.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Back at the farm, the parts for Wendy's car finally arrive. She makes the 45-minute trip into town with that dangerous ignition problem to get it fixed. But that free repair job? The dealer charges $75. That's right, $75 to reprogram the automatic key fob.
Why did you have to pay for something that was recalled? It's part of the ignition system. If you don't have it, you can't really use the ignition system, can you?
No sooner is the ignition fixed when, you guessed it,
What letters we're gonna get today?
another recall letter arrives. This time, there's a power steering problem. What goes through your mind then?
Well, you think that you just had it repaired. Okay, shouldn't it be working? Uh-oh, here goes the steering. You're not safe. It's it's a lovely little car, but it's a ticking time bomb.
Who wants to drive that? Even so, Mark Winton says at least 25% of recalled cars never get fixed.
People aren't aware that they're entitled to the recall. You know, they're the third or fourth owner and the car has no warranty. It doesn't apply to me. Warranty is different than recall. Recalls for every car, no matter how old, no matter how much mileage.
We asked GM why some customers, such as the Hewards, are being charged for the repair and why they weren't offered a replacement vehicle until the repair could be done. GM tells us, if you know of a customer who was charged to reprogram a key fob, please have them contact our customer care center so that we can review their situation specifically. As for the rental, GM says dealers are empowered to place the customer in a rental or loaner vehicle until parts are available to repair the customer's vehicle. That's right, you can demand a rental. Mark Winton's advice on recalls? Take your car in if you get a notice. And if you're not sure your car has been recalled, there are some good websites that'll bring you up to speed.
Go online to Transport Canada. They have a recall database. Go there, look up your make, your model, your year of your car, and see if it says it has a recall. That's not 100% definitive, but I mean, it gets you started.
As for Cam and Wendy Heward, they tell their dealer they're talking to us. They get a $75 refund for the repair, but The couple says their days as GM car owners are done.
I would never buy another GM or any of their ilk. You know, I'd go with anything else.
Never buy another GM car.
Never.
The Hewards feel lucky their problems are over. But other GM car owners aren't so fortunate.
Next week on Marketplace.
Do you ever check out online reviews?
Always.
We all use them, but how much can we all trust those online reviews? We know this woman has never eaten at this food truck, and yet
They make the best grilled cheese sandwich around.
we'll take you inside a world of deception
When you say you'll take care of reviews, what does that mean?
We treat them ourselves.
that's influencing how you shop, what you eat, and where you stay.